Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly singles love reading for Aries. How are you guys this week? See what your energies are. I'm going to just start off by asking if there's anything new. Any new love prospects, connections coming your way? Oops. New love prospects, connections. Yeah, you do have a spark and a passion in the beginning possible here. Some kind of attraction. Yeah. Ooh, I do see. Yeah, you definitely have something new coming in. Wow, you're focused on this too. I like that. Yeah. Some of you are aware of this energy. I don't feel like it's hidden. It's already exposed, but I'm seeing happiness and joy and attraction. I do see a Leo. Could be a Leo. It could be anyone. It is the sun. Yeah, and I do see some loneliness, though. There is this lack and loneliness. So there's an energy of someone here who's lonely here, feeling left out in the cold on the outside looking in. You know, there's someone here who's kind of contemplating, who feels that way, lonely, lack. I do see a Virgo energy. It doesn't have to be. I feel like you're focused on someone new. Yeah, someone's being left out here. Yeah, so it looks like, yeah, you know what you want here too. Like I feel you're focused on the new. And if it hasn't come forward, it will, because I see a spark, a passion. Your focus, is this the one? Okay, there's no 100% here because it is just something new. Yeah, I can see the Queen of Cups, kindness, compassion. Yeah, you've turned your back on someone. It could be because someone's ghosted you, ignored you, or you just feel like this person's not right for you. Yeah, I do feel some of you are lacking love. This could be yourself if you have a little Virgo in your chart too, contemplating your life path. Interesting. Yeah, I do feel like there's this energy of your inner strength, being strong, okay, making a choice. I think you're leaving someone out. Some of you have left someone out because you're longing for love. Yeah, it could be yourself in that energy, just contemplating, finding your inner strength. But it's an energy of, moving forward here, looking forward. Yeah, so I feel it's this strength and confidence, and I do feel the person coming towards you is confident. You want someone who's confident. I feel like you've dealt with someone who is negative, ghosts you, ignores you, or just somebody with a lot of lack. So interesting. Yeah, there's the Tower. So some sort of epiphany. Something's going to happen suddenly here. I say a Tower. Somebody who's feeling very confident. It's likely going to come as a shock. It's likely something sudden. So it may be something that's already happened. Let's have a look at the Hermit. Who's the Hermit? We'll just see if that's another person. Yeah, there is somebody. Possibly Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It doesn't have to be, any particular sign, but it's a person who's planning, preparing, looking ahead, feeling confident. Someone's having a Tower moment here. But yeah, it does look like there's been someone who feels confident, someone who doesn't. This is why I feel some of you have entered a situation here. But yeah, you've got a person here who's planning, preparing. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles. If it's someone who's ghosted or ignored you, or they just come in with negativity, yeah, this is someone who's healing. It could be somebody contemplating, maybe waiting for you to heal. But it could be the other person healing. See, pinned down by their thoughts, someone who's taking a break, clearing out their head, clearing things out. What does this King of Pentacles want? They want the Empress. They want the Empress to be open. They want something new. So you could be new to this person. So it could be just a person who's taken a break to heal. They're planning, preparing. See, someone being prepared. So, like I say, this is someone who, and it could be, you may have had someone here who wasn't prepared because they were healing, they weren't over something, or they were just taking a break, pinned down by their thoughts. But it's about all this being cleared out. So there's actually some really positive energy. Yeah, I do see Aries. I wouldn't be, this is someone who's kind and compassionate, someone strong. So it has to do with forgiveness. I feel that you've forgiven someone here. But I still think you're looking forward. Yeah, the Empress energy. This person wants the Empress. They want someone to be open. So I feel this is new. So you do have a new person coming in here. Tell me about this. Tell me about the sun. Yeah, it's shining down. See, it's about investing, being patient. It's all about someone, whether you're interested, if you're invested maybe in someone else. I feel like you're no longer invested in the past. You're no longer interested because I feel like you've waited. So this is where you often change your focus. Yeah. I feel like you're open to love. You're open, but like I say, it has to do with strength and confidence, kindness, compassion. Yeah, you're open to receive here. Yeah. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. You know, someone who's being cautious, playing it safe. That's the Empress. The Empress often plays it a little safe. Keep a few things to yourself, only offering one little cup. Tell me about the Tower. Tell me about the Tower. Ooh, this is going to come in out of the blue as a shock surprise. Someone coming in right, putting their best foot forward. You're about to receive. But I feel like you're no longer giving to someone else, because I do feel like you never got what you wanted, so you're not giving to someone else. I do think some of you have healed and gotten over something. Definitely here. And I do feel new love coming in. I do see strength and confidence. This could be, I mean, they could be a Leo. I do see that Virgo energy, Taurus, Capricorn. Interesting. So I feel there's Virgo, Taurus energy here. Just because the Empress is here, it doesn't mean you have Taurus in your chart or any of these, but you very well could too. So interesting. Yeah, I do feel someone has released a situation that no longer serves. You know your worth and value. So I do feel this is an energy of hope, feeling like there's hope. I think it's the other person because they came out first. They've released something that no longer serves them. Lack, negativity. It's a situation that didn't serve, but it's an energy of someone who feels hopeful. This is everything they could ever want. Someone who knows their worth and value. Interesting. Tell me about the Strength card. Yeah, now we have a person doing some thinking. This is someone speaking truth, seeing the truth. It has to do with someone who feels confident about a decision they're about to make. You're going to be shocked and surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if you showered abundance on someone when they were just going through a healing or they were just releasing it. Like I say, maybe you showered abundance here on this too, and you're the one. You could be contemplating if the situation didn't serve you, if you're the one that did. Okay, it all depends on your scenario. But I do feel playing it safe, being a little more cautious. Some of you didn't get something you wanted. I feel someone may have ghosted you or ignored you at some point here. But I do feel this person is reflecting on this energy. I feel like you got a person who just speaks truth. They feel confident with a decision. This is someone who's cut somebody else out too. That Queen of Cups could be someone else. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Who's this King of Swords? You know, somebody with a house, a home, a reason to celebrate, thinking very positive thoughts. This person's confident. They have a lot of inner strength, also a lot of self-control. And this is what they're seeing. Someone who's confident, someone with self-control. They know their worth. This person does as well. So this is someone there's definitely the healing and the releasing. Yeah, this is someone letting somebody else go too. I wouldn't be surprised because it's the birth of something new. Yep, there it is. Fresh new start, invitation. I feel like it's like you're no longer invested in the past. I do feel like it's an energy of someone who's being patient, and it's about them being invested. So somebody here could be holding a torch where you may have had something with this person. Tell me about this, the torch, the wand. See, it's the new flame. It's an attraction, a physical attraction. Yeah, so there was definitely some energy of lack and negativity. Someone thinking negative thoughts. So there was something lacking, so you're no longer invested. You're focused on the new. I feel you've just been doing you, doing your own thing. Tell Tell me about the Queen of Wands. Yeah, see, some of you have cut someone out. You're speaking truth. You're no longer interested, no longer invested. Because it's an energy of waiting patient for something to pay off, and it didn't pay off. You never got what you wanted, so you're just letting it go. Nice. Yeah, you got a person who's kind of feeling the same here. I wouldn't be surprised if you're both contemplating this with this energy, the feminine and masculine energy. You could be the King of Pentacles, somebody who's very financially well off. It doesn't have to be another person. It could be yourself. But I still feel this is someone contemplating this, looking at this path, being cautious, careful what they wish for. Tell me about the fertility, the start of something new. Yeah, see the one. It's all about choosing the one. It's where you know someone's just not right for you. The situation doesn't serve. But then you've got this person who's confident with the decision they're about to make, confident what they see and what they know. But they are a little cautious. They see you as being that way too. But see, they're confident. This is a person. See, I feel some of you dealt with somebody who wasn't too, because they were healing. But they've since released this. They are single. It's the energy of a torch, choosing the one. So I feel like you're both focused on this. You've both been through something similar, interesting, life path choices, contemplation. See, it's when you know yourself, feeling confident someone's just not right for you. When someone ghosts you or ignores you, this is where you stop reaching out. You no longer give, you see, and that's what's likely happened here. Tell me more about this person, this King of Swords. Tell me more about the King of Swords. Whoops. What is this person's intentions? See, I feel it's somebody who wasn't confident. Now they feel confident. Yeah, because they've walked away. This is, see, you've both walked away. You've both left something behind. They feel confident that they've walked away from someone. It looks like this is someone who left a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio behind. And they're ready for a fresh new start. The Tower, something sudden. This person's making a sudden decision. I feel like you're going to be shocked and surprised at this. But it has to do with someone inviting someone to their home, a strong financial foundation, a reason to celebrate. This is someone who's learned something, and it's making them feel pretty good here. Yeah, so it's, it's an energy of someone who's sincere. They're crushing, longing. Some of you could have a person who's, like, there could be two people here. I can see this, someone here who's just not the one. You're not investing. I feel like you were, like I say, being patient here. But it's when you see the truth or something you've learned, or someone's telling you a truth. There could be a person here telling you some kind of truth. But there's this sadness, lack, being ghosted, ignored. See, it's someone who always feels like they're on the outside looking in. A person who longs for love. So I don't know if someone's done that to you. But like I say, it certainly looks like it. And I feel like your own choice is to stay strong, to be brave, self-control, self-worth. This other person also has those energies. Yeah, see, they're also contemplating. So this is someone contemplating a life path choice decision, looking for clues, going within. Two cards of strength and confidence. Yeah, a cycle's ended, a new cycle beginning. Windfall of abundance. Someone's feeling positive. They see you in a very positive light. So it does look like someone was ending a situation. So it looks like this is just somebody who is just kind of either didn't act. Maybe you felt they were, not interested or whatever, but it is a person who's let go, because it has to do with making a life path choice. This is the path. Two of you choosing a path. See, both ghosting, ignoring, feeling negative. It's an energy of coming in. It has to do with connecting with people who have lack, that are negative. And it's an energy of someone who's drawn to somebody who's high vibrational. So really watch your positive thinking. Stay positive, because you have new. Okay, there's definitely new coming in, because a whole new cycle. Yeah, taking lessons learned from the past. See, avoiding someone. See, avoiding a disaster. Something didn't go well, but you've learned some very valuable lessons. But there's truth. Yeah, some time in between. So I do see time in between to heal. So it could be someone telling someone, just take some time in between to heal. This Queen of Swords could be another person. Often it's people who offer advice. Yeah, time in between, things calming down, waiting for things to calm down. So I definitely feel that energy. But I love that the Wheel of Fortune's here because it's a cycle that's ended. It's a windfall of abundance. Someone's feeling positive. They're seeing things in a very positive light. Yeah, I do feel up here there's this energy of negativity. Somebody, it's an energy of stress and anxiety, waiting for things to calm down. Someone here wants, and I do feel like you've got someone who wants another chance. Somebody here wants another chance. They feel they were going through a lot of stress, anxiety. See, waiting for things to calm down. So this is someone waiting for things to calm down, time in between. So you do have some kind of connection. There's a little bit of reminiscing and longing. But this is this is a person who's generally knows what they want. They feel confident with the choice they've made. They've left someone behind. This is someone who's felt confident about leaving someone behind. I also feel they see you as confident, and it's like both of you. You've got something interesting with this person, but this is a sincere generally because it's someone who gives somebody a gift. Or, flowers, does something nice. And they give it willingly. They're not expecting anything in return. So it's interesting. So I do feel there's some really positive energy. I feel like there's a little history or something with this person. It could be where, holding a torch. Maybe this person's learned something that you've been holding a torch. And I do feel there's probably some vice versa here because it's here twice. But this is someone ready to go down a new path. See, they're leaving that path behind. They're leaving someone behind. It's where someone realizes this other person just wasn't right for them. They weren't the one. So now we have this cup coming in, this offer, opportunity. Yeah, you can see change for the better. See positive abundance, growth. Now the tables are turning. See, the tables are turning. So this is someone, the tables are turned. They're seeing things in a positive light. They're happy. They're high vibrational. See, somebody was happy on the outside, sad on the inside. So it's a person who definitely has some regret. It could be yourself too, maybe thinking negative thoughts about someone. But I feel this is another person because I feel like you've got this energy of two where you've moved on. You're ready for a new beginning. You're open to new. The Empress is open to new. So, it could be a fresh new start, a do-over with someone, but some of you definitely don't want a do-over. Others of you are focused more on new. So, but I still feel the person, there's a torch being held here. It could be just someone crushing where they decided not to make any kind of a move because of the healing. See, the path, someone choosing the path. This is where someone sees you as the one. And they're contemplating this. They feel confident with a decision. Someone's confident they've left someone behind. It was the right choice to make. And now we have and if you are in that Queen of Cups energy, and it is, the Empress is here, so you're likely in that energy, but I still feel this is someone who's moved on from someone. But this is where the tables are turning in someone's favor. They see you in a favorable light. So, but this is somebody who's now feels confident and they're coming in to offer you this. So interesting reading. Yeah, the way someone conducts themselves, good morals, good values. They see you in a positive light. It's an energy of someone who's faithful, loyal. I do see this person's learned something. They've learned something here. And it could be, like I say, someone else who's giving them advice about starting something. So it's possible someone told this person to just be patient, to wait, or someone told you this. It could be your inner selves too. But tradition is habits, lifestyle, schedules, routines. It's restructuring, history. So there's some sort of history. Someone's learned maybe things about your history. It could be that simple. Maybe you knew this person when you were young. That's also possible when the Six of Cups shows up, but the torch is being held. I think we got two people who are kind of lonely here too. But I do see a strong Taurus energy. It could be anyone. Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's have a look at tradition. Yeah, how someone conducts themselves, marriage material. It's the Queen of Pentacles. See, looking, some of you have left something behind. It has to do with someone who you didn't feel confident with someone. You've moved on. So there is another person being left behind. It's like both of you have. You've both let go of things that no longer serve. But I also see, and it is a lot of it's negativity, but it's also an energy of when someone ghosts you or ignores you, it's best to just let them go. Yeah, I do see a judgment, a decision. See, out with the old, in with the new. You and another person. Nice. So it does look like you got a fresh new start here. Yeah, I see happiness and joy. Yeah, see, you're changing your focus. You know what you want. You've been just doing you. I do see change. I do see something change you, probably forever, this other person. The person who was attracted to your high vibration. This is the person I feel like you have either gotten advice about or you cut them out and just moved on and learned those lessons. So there may have been some regret, but I really feel like there's someone here who had a lot of unfounded fear about your lifestyle habits, the way you were conducting yourself, morals, values. See, that's, I feel, someone who probably, but they're looking at this and I see truth, things that they've learned. They're seeing someone focused, someone who's ambitious. They feel more confident. They see someone who's confident with self-control. Yeah, someone who's very independent. They're learning things, independent. Someone who takes care of themselves, looking out for number one. Yeah. Interesting. But oh my gosh, you've got love coming in here. See, some of you got this choice, and I do feel contemplating past relationships. So when this happens and you reminisce about past relationships, it's wanting you to look at it, to remember the lessons you learned, the things that the regret, okay? Unfounded fear. But I feel like there's someone here who, I feel somebody is either has told you, is going to tell you that someone had just come apart from someone. It's like in between, all this time in between. I do see someone moving and relocating. Someone's learning about this. It has to do with moving to a new house, new home, relocation. But it's also an energy of a person who, yeah, see, there's that energy of going down a different path. See, choosing this path. Two people have come apart. And now it's about two people coming together. Now we have the lovers here. So it's a love, a bond, a connection. See, there's definitely a physical attraction, passion, desire, chemistry. Two people who are confident. So the person you're moving towards is a confident person. They also see you this way. But it's someone who I feel didn't feel confident when they had an opportunity here. So, but it looks temporary, like it's, because I'm not seeing like the Chariot or any energy telling me someone putting on the brakes, taking a look. I mean, it's an energy of crushing longing and just somebody there's lots of time in between. Because two people who've gone their separate ways. Yeah, chaos, conflict, drama. See, a lot of drama, arguing, fighting, something not very healthy. But there's a lot of internal energy here too. Yes. There's the Pentacles. So this, you're going to be shocked and surprised when this person comes in. Yeah, so someone who's been keeping it all in, keeping it to themselves. But I also see privacy, someone who wanting to get together with you, privacy, somebody who respects your privacy, and likely vice versa. So interesting. I like this because it's someone who I feel sees you as someone who deserves love. And I do feel it's an energy of deserving love. You deserve better. So And I feel this could be yourself too, turning your back, no longer focusing on a particular person, just doing your own thing. Some of you are, but given the right opportunity with the right person, yeah. Some of you, I feel, are almost at the point where you just feel kind of confident where you're at. But this is an energy with somebody coming in who's been keeping it all in, keeping it to themselves, privacy. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a secret admirer energy here too. Somebody who admires you, secretly keeping it to themselves, not saying anything. But I feel like you're going to be shocked and surprised here. There's a secret coming out. I mean, it's a person who's, I feel like you got two people holding a torch for each other. Yeah, you've got someone who's been keeping it all in. They're all keeping all their feelings to themselves. See, unrequited love, someone who has feelings, deep feelings and emotions. They've gone deep within. It's a person who's lonely also and wants love. But you can see this is someone who's left something behind. So pretty interesting energy. You might know who this is, but it looks like it's someone new that you have probably crossed paths with at a time when there was chaos, conflict, a lot of drama, a lot of stress and anxiety. And it's an energy where somebody was like in transition. They had just ended something and gone their separate ways. So it's a person who just wasn't really ready. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if you've known this person before, because during this time in between, maybe this is someone you have a history with when you were young and you've held a torch for each other. But I see a spark, an attraction between two people here. Yeah, it's likely going to play out different. So who is this King of Cups? Who is, yeah, Feast of Plenty. Someone putting all, this is some sort of large gathering. So it's kind, there's love, there's generosity. Eight of Pentacles, somebody who wants to put in effort. They're putting in effort. They want to build with you. This is like cornucopia, but it's like often a feast of plenty, large gathering. So you're everything this person could want. And I feel they're in this energy of kind of just looking at all this energy, see what they've left behind, where they're going down this path. Wow. I mean, it could be, like I say, a secret admirer. Someone who's just keeping it in. It's very possible it's just a crush. But others, and it's funny because I did a reading on this the other day, and these are the energies that come out. So I'm hoping this is a little bit of a collective energy too for more than fire signs. I mean, there's air signs and earth signs here too, which is interesting. But I'm loving the fact that this person wants to build. The passion's building, the attraction's building. I feel like you've crossed paths. And this person was dealing with chaos and drama. And they've since let it go. It was baggage and they let it go. But it's an energy of this person's everything they hope and dream. They feel hopeful. It has to do with faith. They have faith in themselves to make the right choice. What this person wants and longs for is a faithful person, someone they can count on and rely on. That's the Queen of Cups energy. Yeah, there's the stork. See, there's the good news. There's good news coming in. There could be a motherly figure here, someone who's talking to this person, but this is the news of something new. So some of you, it is someone who's just crushing, or a secret admirer who hasn't said anything. But whatever it is you've been dealing with, or this person, that's why I still feel like you've crossed paths with them. The time probably wasn't right. See, the timing is right now, the timing. So there's regret here. But someone is talking to this person, unless it's yourself, see, the bearer of good news. But it could be a motherly figure talking to this person, somebody who's kind, compassionate, someone who cares. It's about the two of you coming together. So let's have a look at this. Who is this Queen of Cups? Who is this person? Someone in your world. It has to do with change. Someone who goes with the flow. Someone who's moved on, possibly. But no, it's an energy of someone in your world. They're around you, or they've moved on from someone. But there's some kind of good news about someone moving on. And I do see moving and relocating. It could be someone who's at a distance. I'm not seeing, I mean, there could be some mutual friends or people involved as well. But I don't really, to be honest, I don't see a whole lot of that. I feel like it's just an energy of some sort of positive change, moving on. Someone who's maybe telling this person something about you. You've moved. You see, this energy of change for the better because the timing is right. There's an energy of change. And it's a Tower, shock, surprise. You're going to find something out. So there's a lot of shock and surprise about someone who's moved on from a situation. So it's probably, I mean, it could be yourself in that way, the energy. I mean, it's the stork. It's good news. This is positive, good news. But it's some sort of shock. Yeah, there we have the lady, the way someone conducts themselves. There's that Ace of Pentacles. So there it is, confirmation. You're about to receive. And it's coming from another person who maybe cares about this person. I don't know. But whoever they are. Yeah, I mean, I feel here there is definitely an energy of physical attraction, a spark. It's two people who are lonely, long for love. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody in between the two of you here who's the bearer of good news. Yeah, there's the Tower again, confirmation, a shock you're about to receive. So this is, you're about to receive something that's going to surprise you. But it's also an energy of moving on, no longer giving to someone else. See, someone's no longer talking to someone, no longer giving to them. So you might know who this is, but it could be someone this other person knows. But it's all good news. The Tower's here, confirmation 3 times. Generosity, someone's going to reach out. You're going to be shocked at what you find out here. And it's positive, so stay positive. It's telling you, let go of the negativity, because you have a passionate new beginning with someone, a spark, attraction. So if you know who this is and you've crossed paths with them and they were dealing with something rather traumatic, stressful, chaos, conflict, a lot of drama, they have since released this. And maybe it's yourself who've released this, and now you have this person coming in. So take it how it resonates. I'm wishing you guys the very best here. The biggest thing here is about staying positive, focusing on the positive, having self-control, strength, and confidence. Because it's two people who are both confident and both have self-control. So I'm seeing a level of maturity. You know, very nice. Take care. Bye for now.